I suppose when you think about it, it isn't at all surprising that in spring and early summer we look to a lot of flowering plants to give colour and interest in our gardens. But you know, there are other plants that will give us colour and interest too. Things that have coloured foliage, that are tight and compact and easy to grow. Then there are plants like this wonderful grass that grows up long and thin and gives very valuable vertical interest to our garden. This is the feather reedgrass, Calamagrotis Karl Foerster, selected by the Perennial Plant Association in 2001. It was one of the first ornamental grasses to be considered for that type of award, and it really made people sit up and take interest in plants that give that long season of interest, but also plants that give you this structural emphasis in the garden. Here it is in early summer with green leaves that, as you see, grow up very tall and thin. But come summertime, that's when it produces masses of fluffy pink and lavender tinted flowers that persist all through the summertime, then turn to tan shades, and actually, believe it or not, will stay on through the wintertime too. Very hardy, very easy to grow, thoroughly reliable, a great plant to put in either as a single specimen or planted in a line to use as a screen, or just, as I say, to break up horizontal lines and to give that vertical interest in the bed. Well, we're not just talking about ones with green foliage. Now look what's happened. There are variegated forms too. Take, for example, this variety called Overdam. Here's one that occurred as a variegated sport in Denmark in the nursery called Overdam, and it has this beautiful variegated foliage, green leaves that have a white edge to them, and that gives that same vertical interest, has beautiful feathery flowers just like Karl Foerster on the tops of his growth, and continues it on through the seasons too. Not finished with that, take a look at this variety which is called Eldorado. Now here's one that occurred at Garden Gate Nursery in Washington. Lisa and Todd Kowitz found it, and it has the same vertical interest, but also this time has golden variegated foliage. And it's another very pretty vertical interest plant that has attractive foliage that will extend the color right through the seasons. And then look at this one. This is probably the latest of all of the variegated ones to be introduced, and it's called Lightning Strike. As you see, again, grows upright, has variegated foliage, but look at the center of the leaves. The whole center of the leaf is white and creamy, and then look, it's taking on this pinkish tinge too. So you've got lots of vertical interest, you've got colorful foliage, you've got flowers that will come on it from summertime that will extend it right through into the wintertime. Hardy, reliable, easy to grow. The ornamental grasses are not normally bothered by deer browsing, so as you see, lots of choices and lots of opportunity to extend your color from spring all the way through the seasons and even into the winter time.